Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ANZAH map. This is available from the Steam Workshop for ARK Survival Evolved, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at it and some of the better locations around it. I'll let you know what I think of the map, whether you should download it or not, and I'll show you some of the more beautiful spots to build. If you came looking for the amazing looking spot in the pictures from the Steam page, I'll show you right now. These are the coordinates for that Steamy Lake in the middle of the snow biome with the tree growing out of the middle, and our people have already been here and building. Before this map disappears for us and our little Patreon community, I wanted to spend some time exploring the most beautiful locations. So we're going to do that in today's video. I will pull my GPS out at every step of the way. If you enjoyed the video, click the like button. If you got stuff to say about the ANZAH map and what you use it for, what you like for it, what you like about it, be sure to let me know in the comments, guys, and let's dive straight into today's video. And let's begin here, guys. 83.6, 49.3. The giant rock I'm standing on is not finished. You can tell it has not had its textures applied, but we are on a giant floating island, and if I zoom out you can see there's moats, actually two, one at the base of this giant rock and one a little bit further out. They are deep and full of these stalactites, and I will warn you, if you fall in, it's a bit of a pain to get out, so be careful as you do that. But my favorite part, obviously, beyond this being a floating island, is these pink trees. There are a few spots on the map where you will find these. I think they look particularly good, and if you have a look off the edge, you will see that we are on a massive floating island. Definitely not done. Definitely a work in progress, this map. So we have had this map available for our patrons to play on for quite a little while, guys, and the one critique I see consistently is that it lacks a bit of flow, and from a distance it seems obvious to me that there are kind of chunks of land rather than biomes that merge smoothly together. You go, here is a giant patch that is swamp, right there is a giant patch that is redwoods. Same thing with the beach over there on our left. And up ahead with more redwoods, and all these trees look the same. Maybe they need to be rotated or something, but that is a little bit too repetitive of a pattern. They're all facing the exact same direction, it looks like. Let's delve into these redwoods. Alright, so here is a biome transition, it seems like, guys. So we head up into what maybe looks like some sort of hilly plains. Is that right? And the mountains up here to our right. Now those don't look quite right to me either. They don't feel quite like mountains. Let's have a look at this river. I'm drawn into these pink foliage trees. I keep wanting to take a look everywhere I see them. This is a nice little flat area. If you're looking for plains, I mean, this is kind of a cool spot. Hard to complain. I do see some ruins up ahead. Let's head that way and take a look at these ruins. Alright guys, this spot is pretty cool. I imagine chopping this tree down would ruin some of the appeal of it, assuming you can chop it down. Alright guys, there is sort of an invisible barrier around this tree, but it does seem unshoppable. I can't seem to hit it or anything like that, and it's in a pool. It's kind of a cool looking tree, but there you go. Little swamp tree. Alright guys, I've stopped because I've located some ruins. I'm curious to see how complete they are. So far, not really a fan of what I'm seeing. Those textures sort of are a little bit repetitive, and they seem kind of merged together. This section is neat, but it doesn't merge very well with the walls on either side. Let's poke our heads through here, and oh, that is it. Alright, well, if you are looking for ruins, this is the only spot I have found, but I have to say, not my favorite ruins in the world. That line doesn't do it for me. And the sort of repetitive textures on the side of this thing don't do it for me either. Let's keep exploring. This area has kind of a nice feel to it, guys. This is obviously a spot where equus spawn, but it does have kind of a cool feel. I see a giant cloud of smoke up there. I wonder if this map has some sort of volcano to it. Yeah, these plains are nice. I think I like these. I could live here. Ooh, okay guys, I have found a river, and it looks like more pink trees up ahead. There might be a waterfall? Okay, so we're at the beginning of this river here. Let's hop to the other side. Let's go see where it leads us. Here we go. Oh lord. Okay, there are some glitchy parts of this map, guys. I swear, I just got launched over. Now, are there ruins hiding in behind this waterfall? I don't know what this brightly colored block is. It is very unique. Is that just supposed to be a stone? If so, why is it copper? I don't know. It's just ground. Okay, well, that's weird. Okay, so just a warning. These rocks aren't really here. They are an illusion. All right, so I'm getting to the point of warning you guys. This map does not feel 80% done as it stands right now. So far, it feels a good bit less than that. All right, guys, I came to explore this giant puff of smoke that appears in the distance. From a distance, it looked quite good. As you get up close, it doesn't look so hot. It looks like I'm looking through a portal into another chunk of sky rather than looking up at a cloud of smoke. And there is some lava here. Now, that does not compare to the lava you will find on the Ragnarok map. That is very odd looking. Will it kill me? I assume. Okay, yeah. I don't know what happens here. Okay, so it makes your vision go red. I hate to say it, guys. I hate how that looks. That does not look really like lava to me. It's just flowing, but from nothing and into nothing. There are massive gorges that run the length of the map, guys. They are ridiculously large. You can see I'm in one of them right now. What you get, really, I guess there's not much to this. This leads into a snowy area, I guess, which is why the lighting changes a little bit here and there. But yeah, there is really not much to these. It's just a big rocky gorge with a river at the bottom. Alright guys, I've come up into a bit of a mountainous area, and it seems like there are some caves built in here, so I figured I would get off and have a look around. Could definitely use some detail on the ground here. There's not much going on in that department. And let's see if there's anything actually inside this cave. Nope. It is very, very dark in there. Insanely dark. In fact, that feels too dark. That looks a little unreal, doesn't it? And it comes out onto a large bridge that goes across that gorge I was showing you guys earlier. And when I mentioned the gorge being huge, it is absolutely huge. It just keeps continuing, rock on either side, water at the bottom, across the entire map. Wow! Alright, back through the black hole. This is where it is, in case you're curious. There are some very cool building spots here, guys. Don't worry, I will find them. Alright guys, and up ahead of us here, I'm on a flying thyla. Up ahead of us here we have swamps, which these are really the first swamps I've delved into. Ooh. Okay, I was expecting swamps. What it is swamp trees over solid ground. Alright guys, so check this out. Apparently, shinehorns spawn here. I did see on the Steam Workshop page it says DLC is required to play this. It must be the Aberration DLC. I was truly expecting there to be swamps under here, guys. These are swamp trees down below. And the big ones are also swamp trees. There's a massive tree here. What the heck? But this isn't a swamp. Look at the size of that tree. That's ridiculous. So here we go, guys. I did eventually find a little bit of water. Okay, so this is kind of cool, I guess, as base locations go. They've kind of put swamp trees along with the redwood forest floor, and created another little, I don't even know what you would call this, little pool. Let's have a look. Alright, so absolutely nothing to the underwater bits. And we've got little rocks here with vines coming out of them, and then a mysterious source of water. Alright, one of the cooler spots we have found, still not that cool. Gotta be honest, that water, it does not look right. Alright, there you have it, guys. A leaking rock. Alright, let's get ourselves up above this swampy looking area. Oh gosh, what the heck is that? Alright guys, so I found another spot Another very weird spot. I think that looks like something Eco would have designed. That giant blue mushroom. We've got some of the traditional ARK ruins floating around here. And a statue, which I'm really not that familiar with. Along with some plant life I'm not that familiar with. Check that guy out. He's got devil horns and an ice cream cone. Or a microphone. Or a torch. Probably a torch. With ram horns. What a cool looking statue. Very cool. Still not a whole lot to this place, guys. It might not be worth building just because of the cool statue. Or the giant blue mushroom. Let's continue our search. So you guys can agree with me, I think from up here, this very much seems like it would be swamp beneath us, and it's not. One of the things I definitely wanted to head for and check out was this Colossal Skeleton. What is involved in it, and are there cool details? Would this be a cool place to live or build? It seems like maybe this is a gateway to the desert, which is interesting. One of the things this map certainly struggles with is the transition from biome to biome, and maybe that's a bit... Oh, that light change is drastic. And clearly we are in the open desert now. So that is the idea behind this. There is a giant mandible here as well. Looks pretty cool. So here we go, guys. I have found something a little bit unique. I think these are... These decorations are not natural to ARK. I think there's something Eco has designed. Giant vertical glowing mushrooms. These might be from the aberration map. Now that I look at it, they are mushrooms after all. Okay, so I will warn you guys. This cave is full of creepy crawlies. I did a little gamma, and it seems to brighten the place up dramatically. So you can have a little look around. I don't think there's much to it. I mean, I don't think it leads anywhere special. All right, but this is a little bit unique. It is not something you see on every map, so that's kind of cool. Let's find our way out. And here's the entrance, guys. 1851. Right, and now we have a giant desert region. I guess this is more skull here. I don't know what creature this would be from. I mean, it's about 10 times as big as a titanosaur, so it's a bit insane. And everything's a little bit blasted out. A little bit too much brightness for me out in this desert. This area over here looks kind of cool. That's been built up into like a mesa. Wild dragons? Yes, wild dragons spawn here. Keep that in mind, guys. That's the spot where it happens, whatever that is. 1669, something like that. Alright, guys, and this is where the desert comes down and meets the coastline. There are quite a few islands out here. They look sort of like desert islands, so we might as well take a look. You're going to get a little peek at the coastline. Once again, looking sort of unfinished to me. And I know they mentioned on the map they're 80% done. If they think this is 80% done, I'm not in. If they think this is like 40 or 50% done, I could get on board. Now, is that... What is that just a... That looks too big to me to be a whale, doesn't it? What are they called? Okay, guys. Okay, so I kept walking and the screen went black. Now I'm hearing bells. What? Have I teleported? No. No, okay. I'm at the border and there is one of those giant whale things beyond the edge. Wow, okay, let's go back. Whoa! That is so odd. Look at this, guys. All right, ready? Okay, guys, so I had to come out and investigate this giant whale creature whose name is escaping me right now. Watch what happens. Watch what happens as you approach 0 on the latitude. Church bells and complete darkness. And I think you get teleported quite a distance away because I can't simply back up. If we hit gamma, you get a little hint of where we are. You can see the world goes blurry. You can still see the giant whale out there. And you have to head back this way. How weird. What is the purpose of that? Get your map working straight, freaks. What a weird thing that is. Alright guys, so I had to come out and explore a few of these little desert islands. There really isn't much to show, but if you are looking for desert islands on the Anzah map, this is the best place to go, I think. Alright guys, more sort of beachy islands, and you do see a few floating islands up ahead. Now here is one of my critiques. It's so obvious from a distance that these floating islands are created by taking the same asset or shape and just rotating it 100 times, so that you see, look at the tip of my antenna. That's one rock, another rock, another rock, another rock, another rock, and they've just rotated it around in a circle until you've got this sort of shape, rather than building their own islands. And you can probably tell just by zooming out. Alright, so let's use ghost mode here, and you guys can see, yeah, one rock inside another rock, inside another rock, inside. It's just an endless repetition of the same shape over and over again. So I may not like the way they've constructed their floating islands, guys, but maybe I'm going to be in love with one of these floating islands. Let's have a look at this one up here. The shape of it definitely doesn't do anything for me, but maybe the foliage on top will? Oh, geez. This is somebody doing some insane building. Okay, this is cool. Somebody from the Geek server has been building here. Let's figure out who. Alright guys, I came up here thinking these amazing trees were part of the map. This probably started as just another flat, plain disc, and somebody went all out in doing some creative building here. I'm not sure who. Let's see. Does it say as you approach this? Lie. Okay, this is Lie's place. Now, I've done some Roman villa-style builds before, and this one involves a bunch of stuff I never had access to, including these sort of eco-koi ponds. Very cool. I had to sort of create my own little atrium with a little pool on the inside. Shout out to Lie. This place is fantastic. I just stumbled onto it. Alright guys, if you're looking to turn one of these boring old discs into a stunning base, it's clearly 100% possible. This is the one that Lie built. Give her a little bit of love in the description. In the comments, pardon me. Good job. Now, this is using the Eco Trees mod. People are always asking for us to give them this mod. There is a reason that we don't, because in this space, there are so many individual objects. It's insane. It's insane. Wow. So, pretty crazy little design here. And you can see my frame rate dropping from like the 60s to single digits there. You just cannot put this many eco-tree structures in this small space and expect your frame rate to keep up. Awesome design though. Amazing. Alright guys, I think I found one of the better looking spots. Just up there is Cyan's waterfall place. But this little chunk of river. This little chunk of river with that little island on it. This is probably the best looking, most complete piece of river, and maybe even of the whole map I've seen. There's one amazing area I'm saving for the end. We're probably just about ready to head there, but I wanted to show this spot off to you as well. Alright guys, there is a very strange looking area up here. Let me do a little zoom out. Look at the pattern of those trees. That is very neat looking. We're in the... You can see the coordinates right now. Somebody's clearly laid out a sort of a maze-shaped pattern with that. Not a maze. I don't even know what you'd call that. You got more gigantic dino bones, and you have an additional sort of desert-y area. Deserty? Not a word. But you have an additional sort of sandy area out here without the insane brightness. And we are circling right back, guys. That is the spot I started. There is one spot I desperately need to show you, and the easiest way for us to get there is to head for that volcano cloud in the sky, the one we were at earlier. If you can't see it, it's that patch of gray directly in the middle of those white clouds. Let's head out there. Alright guys, so this is what I mean when I talk about the map feeling not quite polished. This is a really cool concept, having something that looks like this out here, but it's so repetitive. It's the same block, same decorative pieces over and over and over again. And this is a cool idea. Convert some ruins into sort of a little circle, but these ruins look so terrible. Like, what is that? That does not look right. It's Technicolor. And the same thing in here. This is a very neat idea, but I have no idea what these are. They certainly aren't supposed to look like that. That's dreadful. That looks awful. So lots of neat concepts, lots of neat ideas, but so far not properly executed, I would have to say. Alright guys, I had to work my way up here. Immediately to our left is a giant manticore statue. This is the one, I think, from the top of the Colosseum in the Scorched Earth map, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, totally looks cool. Let's see what it's hiding underneath. I saw a pretty fantastic looking gate down here. Now, I'm not sure if all of this is natural to the map. Like I said, our community has been building on it for quite a while. Let's get off here. Okay. Alright guys, I added a little gamma. Okay. So whatever this is a nest. So yeah, there is a giant nest here, and in behind this part is stunning. How cool is this? I do not recognize this from any other ARK map. If it's from something else, be sure to let me know. But it looks like somebody's ascending. You've got a bunch of people kneeling down and praying, somebody going up straight into a giant terminal made of solid gold. The textures could use a little bit of work, but the concept is incredibly cool. I'm just going to use ghost mode. Oh, okay. So I hit a wall here, guys. There's an invisible wall. I'm just going to use ghost mode to see if there are any secrets hidden behind and to get close enough to have a look at this thing. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And in behind, doesn't really look like there's anything back here. No, just layers of rock. Endless layers of rock. But yeah, you have a giant nest up here, which is kind of a neat idea. Wow, that is pretty cool. I have to use this in the intro. Alright guys, so it took until the very end of the video, but I have finally found yet a snow biome. But I mentioned this being a fantasy map, and they go all out. Check out that giant statue. How cool is that? If we had more of this throughout the map, I would be all in. Now, the very best place on this entire map is just ahead. If you came to this video looking for the coordinates for the spot that you see on Steam in the pictures, this is it. We are just about there. There is a steaming lake out here. But basically, you've got this steaming pool in the middle of this frozen land, and in the middle of it is this one big tall tree. Now, our people got on here very, very early, got building, especially with this Castles and Keeps mod, and we're going to build something resembling an elven city or temple or castle, and ended up quite like this. But this is the location. I think it's the best location on all of the Anzah map, and if there is one redeeming feature, if there's one thing that makes this place worth downloading, it's this spot right here. How fantastic is this? Alright guys, I'm going to wander across the bridge, across some of the construction done by the Geeks, the folks on the Patreon server, and I will thank you for having checked out this video, guys. If you're asking me whether or not to download Anzah, I would say keep waiting for now. But if you're looking for a few cool spots or a place to roleplay Dungeons & Dragons style, this might be the one. This might be the spot for you. It is part of the sponsored mod program, and it has a lot of potential, even though it has a lot of flaws and a lot of unpolished areas. As you can see, if you are a great builder, you can turn some of these locations into something truly stunning. Let's get through here and poke our heads into the middle where this giant tree exists. And this is here no matter what. This is here for everybody. You do not need eco trees, and you do not need these cool custom mods to have this location look quite like this. It's pretty fantastic. Alright guys, thank you for joining. If you want to join our little community, if you want to potentially hop onto one of these creative building servers, take part and add your own creativity to ours, I'm stuck. And guys, I believe it was Agramore among a few other people that did the building here, so shout out to him. It's pretty fantastic. If you guys would like to join us, if you guys would like to come and maybe join the next version of this creative building server and add your creativity to ours, it's a Patreon server, so patreon.com/UTC, and we have a whole lot more to offer. We have a whole cluster of survival servers with some light mods compared to what we have here, which is a lot of mods. But wow. So, a pretty cool map. I appreciate you guys checking out my first look at the Anzah map. And if you're thinking about downloading it, feel free, talk to us in the comments. If I missed any amazing spots, feel free and let us know in the comments. But that does it for today's video, guys. Click the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next ARK video.